Have you ever wondered how the world's top entrepreneurs and celebrities build such a powerful online presence? It all starts with personal branding. Hi, I'm Dillon, the host of personalbranding.com, and I spent years as a PR agency owner working with entrepreneurs, musicians, artists, and thought leaders to help them get recognized and featured in top media outlets. I've had the chance to work with some of the most iconic personal brands out there. I've even wrote a Wall Street Journal and USA Today bestseller, The Authority Playbook, How to Become the #1 Authority in Your Niche, with a foreword by my good friend, Dan Fleischman. And if you don't know him, you should. He's known for being the youngest founder of a publicly traded company. So why am I here? Let me share a bit of my story. Early in my career, I was lucky enough to be mentored by a billionaire. He moved me from Virginia, to where I was a firefighter, to Nashville, Tennessee. For more than 3 years, I worked with him at his house throughout the week. Imagine having nonstop access to a business genius asking him endless questions about business and soaking up every bit of wisdom he had to offer. It literally changed my entire life. He showed me what was truly possible in life and in business. He taught me how to build businesses from scratch, master marketing, work efficiently. He showed me the ins and outs of even mergers and acquisitions, how to build a network of powerful connections, and gave me priceless sales tips. It was a masterclass in business every single day for years. My role was to grow his personal brand, developing his website, get him into local, regional, and national news stations, growing his social media presence, and getting him verified across all social media platforms when it actually meant more than just proving that you have $14. This hands-on experience gave me a deep understanding of personal branding, PR, and definitely social media. After that, I was ready to carve my own path and build personal brands for other entrepreneurs, just like him. My goal was simple: build more brands. So I started my first company, Authority Titans, when I was about 24. Only 2 years later, by 26, I became what was called a cash millionaire, thanks to the lessons that he taught me and the experiences that I learned. I was a cash millionaire thanks to these lessons and experiences that I learned. This journey sharpened my skills and gave me a passion for helping others achieve their dreams. Now I'm excited to share those lessons with you. Let's start this exciting adventure together. So what is personal branding? It's how people perceive you. It exists whether or not you intentionally create it, which is why it's essential to know how to shape it. Think of it as what people say when you're not in the room. That's your personal brand. Your personal brand is closely tied to your career and industry. The goal for people to think of you when they think of your industry and vice versa. This is the ultimate goal. Personal branding can make or break a business. You can have the greatest product or service, but it doesn't mean anything if the world doesn't know about it. Your personal brand is often the first impression you make. It can open doors to new opportunities, build credibility, and establish a reputation. Most people will find out about you through a Google search or even by checking social media. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have any social media accounts, please turn this podcast off, create your social media profiles, then come back to finish this episode. I'm halfway joking. No, but really, why is it important to come across as credible, professional, and reliable? Personal branding allows others to discover your authentic self. In this podcast, we'll explore how personal branding works, why it's important, and how you can quickly build your powerful personal brand. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a professional, or someone looking to make more money or gain recognition, this podcast is for you. Every Monday, we're going to dive into topics like what makes a personal brand stand out, the key elements of building your personal brand, and how to leverage social media and online platforms. Each episode is packed with actionable strategies you can use right away, solutions to common challenges, and stories of inspiration to keep you motivated. The best time to build your personal brand was when you started your career, but the second best time is right now. Implement the tips I'm going to be sharing in the following episodes, and it will enhance your personal brand. The podcast will also feature guest appearances from industry leaders, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and even thought leaders. These are individuals who have mastered personal branding. I'll share their stories, tips, and tricks as we explore how they've built their own brands. We'll also cover the latest updates in the world of personal branding, and I'll keep you updated on the newest tools, softwares that you can use to grow your online presence. As a listener of this podcast, you'll have the chance to win amazing prizes in our giveaways. I mean, we're talking article placements for your brand, free consulting sessions from me personally, press releases, or even a billboard in Times Square, New York City. I aim to create a Facebook community of listeners with a shared goal to support each other, promote themselves, and learn from their peers. Creating connections is a great way to build your personal brand. And I want this podcast to be a resource for you to reach out to others interested in learning more about your personal brand. Most importantly, I'll be open about both my wins and my losses. Remember to subscribe on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast, and tune in every Monday for a new episode. And look, if you find value in this podcast or know someone who can use some personal branding advice, I'd really appreciate it if you could share it with them. You've taken the first step towards creating your personal brand just by listening to this episode. I can't wait for you to get started. Personal branding is a continuous journey, not a destination. It evolves with you. And this podcast is here to be your companion every step of the way. I'm excited to help you unlock your full potential. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep building your brand and stay golden.